So Erik Watts comes to the ring.
Through the crowd, because he's a man of the people.
Because he's been fired and he's not supposed to be there.
No, sure.
So Watts comes out and he's like, I may not be DOA anymore, but I'm still a wrestler. And Jarrett, I'm coming for you. You remember that time when I debuted and I beat you up a bunch. It's going to happen again.
Yeah, remember when I was cool as hell? I'm going to be that again.
Then he is interrupted by Goldylocks.
By the Joker.
She has gone full Joker-fied.
Yeah, there was this fun moment in the watch along where we were debating which comic book characters equate to which TNA wrestlers. Mm-hmm. And at first we're like, oh yeah, Erik Watts the Joker. And then we're like, no. Goldylocks the Joker.
Yeah.
Erik Watts Harley Quinn.
It's perfect. It couldn't be more perfect.
It's so perfect.
Especially when you watch, as you mentioned, Goldylocks has 2 segments this month. There's this one and there's a pre-tape later in the month. She has gone full unhinged Joker.
She's like one step off of like wearing a green and purple suit.
And putting lipstick across her mouth to simulate a smile and start to ask people, why so serious, Erik? Erik, why so serious?
She could have been the first Joker-fied pro wrestler.
And like there's blood on her blouse here?
Yeah. And just rant, and let's mention the clothing.
What
a look this is.
It looks like her pajamas, except it's not, and also there's blood on it.
And also, like, it's like cut all up on the sides. It's very weird.
So Goldie starts talking to Watts. She's like, I'm going to talk to you about Feminism 101. Everybody walked all over you, Erik, but you never learned how to become a real man. I tried to teach you how to be a real man, and you just let me walk all over you too. I faked everything in our relationship, Erik. Remember Bermuda? Faked it. Remember the night before the pay-per-view where you lost? Faked that too. She even made her orgasm noises, and then they're like, that was fake.
While straddling young Erik, and then and the kiss.
Yeah, so she goes in for a little kiss, and Watts is like, ooh.
Yeah, he's Harley Quinn. He's fully, like, gaslit by this woman.
Then Watts goes in for more. He picks her up for a choke slam, but then Jeff Jarrett cuts him off.
The crowd's like, boo! Our hero didn't beat this woman up.
Listen, there is multiple instances of crowds going boo and people mention perhaps problematic things. We'll get to that in a moment.
I don't even remember what you're referring to, so I'm looking forward to this.
Perhaps moments during the Vince Russo promo.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's fair.
We'll go to Goldie and circle back. So later in the month, there is one more Goldylocks promo where she's talking about Erik Watts some more and talking about how she didn't get the chances she deserves and all that. She's even more unhinged later in the month than she was here somehow. I don't know how, but she is.
You know, when I first learnt about the Goldylocks-Alex Shelley pairing, I was confused. Because, you know, it was 2003, and I was like, well, this is an odd pairing. That Goldie's this like country singer lady, right? I get it now. I can see it from a mile away now.
So yeah, she's backstage with Terry Taylor. She's like, I can hold my microphone just fine, Terry. I used to do this job.
Terrence.
Oh yeah, she called him Terrence, which I did pop for. I enjoyed her calling her Terrence.
Of course, Terry Taylor, backstage interviewer at this point, because Mike had been fired and Scott Hudson had to go out and take the duty of lead announcer.
Yeah, so Goldie, just as unhinged as she could possibly be.
I like that during this part 2, there was like I think it was Chris Harris, like, ran in or whatever.
Mike Tenay.
Sorry, it was Mike Tenay. And it left Goldie just with the mic again. And I was like, if this is setting her up to be the backstage interviewer again, like, she just got, like, dragged into this situation and got to keep the mic, I'm all in.
She's just stuck there. It's like, you're mic lady again.
And she's like,